harmonics. Before I go in detail about the technical terms, let me explain the significance of harmonics. Now, in your life, you have so many friends, relatives and all that. Maybe about 1000 in your contact list. Now, does any of their individual voice, are they similar? Any two of them? No, right? Because each and every one has their own unique voice. Now forget about that 1000 contacts. You talk about even millions of people. Each and every individual has his own unique voice. And how is that possible? We have just the frequency with just between 20 to 20 kilohertz only. Now, if it was like a pure sine wave, then it would have been very difficult, right? Most of the voices will be similar and we won't be able to recognize each other's voice because it will look similar. But fortunately, God has created a waveform with lots of harmonics, and that is what the harmonics, the significance of harmonics is. Let me explain in brief. Let us take, there is a fundamental frequency. It can be any frequency, 100 Hz, 200 Hz, whichever it is. Let us take one frequency as F1, okay? And in this case, I mentioned it as 100 Hz, right? 100 Hz. Now, what it is the second harmonic it means? Second harmonic, how it is related to the fundamental frequency? It is 2 times of the fundamental frequency, which is 200 Hz. Now, the third harmonic is 3 times of F1, which is 300 Hz. Fourth harmonic is 400 Hz. Now, if you see, how is the relationship between the fundamental, second, third and fourth? They are linear. So, we call the relationship between the fundamental frequency and the second to multiple harmonics, nth harmonic, maybe 10th harmonic, 12th harmonic, 20th harmonic, whichever it is. So, they are linearly related. Suppose you take this as a 1 kilohertz, then this will be 2 kilohertz, 3 kilohertz, 4 kilohertz. And not only that, any sound that is created in nature, like when I try to make a specific sound like 400 hertz, along with that, there will be 800 hertz with less power, 1600 hertz with little more less power, like that. So, for subsequent harmonics, the level of that also keeps reducing, but the fundamental remains same. And along with that, these harmonics are mixed up. So that's why in most of the waveforms, it becomes a bit complex. In music, this also plays a major role, the harmonics, where each and every musical instrument are created and they are different based on the harmonics that it can generate. Like for example, percussion instrument, though there are hundreds of types of percussion instrument which can develop the sound within that particular frequency range, though it can produce that particular range of frequencies, the same range, different instrument share, but each will sound different mainly because of harmony. Now you take Indian classical instruments like tabla, mridangam and ghatam. All this may have a similar set of frequencies, but each one has its own unique quality of sound, right? That's mainly because their harmonic that it generates for any specific frequency that is generated are different.